Hold on just a second. Before you toss out that old door leaning in your shed or that wobbly chair sitting in the corner of your backyard, let me show you something special. What if I told you those forgotten items, yes, the ones collecting dust and memories, could be transformed into the most charming little fence your garden's ever seen? Now, I know what you might be thinking: fences are just for keeping things out, right? Functional, practical, maybe even a little boring. But what if your fence could do more than that? What if it could tell a story, your story? A story built from things you already have, things that once had a purpose and now get to shine again, right there in your garden. If you're enjoying your golden years in a cozy home with a tiny backyard, a little balcony, or even just a patio planter box, you're in the perfect place to create something magical. And no, you don't need to be a carpenter or spend a fortune. You just need a touch of imagination and maybe a good cup of tea while you're at it. Welcome to Golden Seniors Living. Subscribe for your go-to place for clever garden hacks, joyful living, and wellness tips that actually make life easier and more beautiful. I'm so happy you're here. Today we're rethinking fences not as barriers but as opportunities. Opportunities to bring personality, peace, and charm to your outdoor space. So whether you're working with a balcony, a courtyard, or a tiny slice of yard, get ready because I'm about to share 15 of the most heartwarming, creative, and totally doable small fence ideas using recycled materials you probably already have lying around. But before we dive in, I've got a question for you. Have you ever taken something most people would throw away and turned it into something useful or beautiful? Maybe a chair into a planter? A kettle into a bird bath? Share your story in the comments below. I read every one, and you just might inspire someone else watching. Alright, let's get into it. You'll never look at old junk the same way again. Let's start with one of my absolute favorites and perhaps the most charming idea on this list, the vintage door fence. Now imagine this: you've got an old wooden door, maybe from a room that's long been remodeled or a neighbor's curbside giveaway. It's weathered, a little chipped, but full of character. Instead of tossing it, picture standing it up in your garden, just one, maybe two, side by side, like sentinels of a secret garden. Add a fresh coat of paint, soft pastels like sage green, sunflower yellow, or a classic white. Or maybe you leave the wood just as it is, with all its cracks and stories showing through. Either way, it becomes more than a fence, it becomes a conversation piece. Now, don't stop there, take it a step further. Hang a few small terracotta pots filled with lavender, trailing ivy, or even some colorful petunias. Maybe add a wind chime, an old doorknob, or a hand-painted welcome sign. Suddenly, that fence isn't just a fence, it's a vertical canvas filled with charm and life. And here's the best part: it requires almost no digging, no hammering, and very little heavy lifting. It's perfect for seniors who want something beautiful but manageable. Now I have to ask, would you paint your vintage door fence a crisp white, a soft mint green, or keep it raw and rustic just as it is? Let me know in the comments. I'm genuinely curious to hear your style. Now here's a little sparkle for your soil. Let's talk about bottle border fences. You know those old wine bottles or colorful soda bottles you've been collecting, or maybe you've just been too sentimental to throw them out. Well, it turns out they can be more than just glass sitting in a box. They can become a gorgeous, sun-catching border for your garden beds. It's as easy as turning the bottles upside down and pressing them gently into the soil, neck down, in a neat line around your plants or pathways. Choose different shades: greens, blues, even clear glass, and let the sun do the rest. On a sunny morning or just before dusk, the light dances through them like stained glass windows in a country chapel. It's peaceful, reflective, and quite honestly magical. And if you want to make it even more personal, take a bit of outdoor paint and write something on each bottle. Maybe a name of a loved one, a favorite quote, a Bible verse, or even a simple word like hope or grow. It's a beautiful way to add a layer of meaning to your garden, like a quiet journal hidden in plain sight. Now, you may be wondering, do these bottles stay in place? Absolutely. Just make sure the soil is firm, and if you're worried about strong wind or curious critters, you can pack a little gravel or sand around the base of each bottle to secure them. I'd love to know, if you were to write one word on your garden bottles, what would it be? Type it below. Mine might be peace. What about you? Alright, now let's move on to something a bit more rustic and incredibly versatile: pallet wood panels. Pallets are one of the best kept secrets in DIY gardening. You've probably seen them stacked behind grocery stores or warehouses, just waiting to be used again. With a little sanding and a touch of stain, or even just a fresh coat of paint, they transform into sturdy, natural-looking fence panels. The beauty of pallets is not just in their strength, but in their built-in structure. You can stack them horizontally to create a low privacy fence or stand them upright for a more decorative look. And here's the best part, you can easily screw in hooks or add small shelves to turn your pallet fence into a vertical herb garden. Hang mason jars filled with rosemary, thyme, and basil. Clip in small clay pots with parsley and mint. It's a living fence, one that smells good, looks good, and even flavors your meals. And for those of us who might not want to dig holes or handle heavy materials, pallets are the perfect size and weight. Most can be anchored with a few garden stakes or even lean safely against a wall or shed for support. So tell me, have you ever used a pallet in your garden? Or maybe you're thinking about trying it now. Share your thoughts in the comments, I'd love to hear what you'd grow on yours. Alright, now here's a fence idea that brings a whole lot of personality and maybe a few sweet memories into your garden. Ever thought of using old bicycles as a fence? I know it sounds a little wild at first, but just stay with me. Picture this, a row of old bicycles, maybe your grandkids' first trike, your old 10-speed, or even a neighbor's rusty cruiser that hasn't seen pavement in years, lined up along the edge of your garden. You paint them bright, happy colors like sunflower yellow, cherry red, or sky blue, and suddenly that fence becomes a joyful little parade of memories. The frames provide the perfect structure. No sawing, no hammering, just arrange the bikes side by side and secure them in place with garden stakes or even wire them to a low fence frame if you'd like a bit more support. Now here's where it gets magical. Hang small wire baskets or planters from the handlebars and fill them with trailing ivy, sweet alyssum, or colorful petunias. You can even use the spokes as little trellises for morning glories or climbing beans. Over time, your fence becomes a living sculpture, playful, functional, and full of heart. And don't forget, this is a project that invites creativity. Add a little sign that says Grandma's Garden or tie a ribbon around the handlebars. Every little touch makes it more you. Now tell me, do you still have an old bike tucked away somewhere? Maybe your kids or even your own from back in the day. If so, what color would you paint it for your garden? I think I'd go with a soft turquoise. What about you? This bicycle fence doesn't just hold flowers, it holds stories. Stories of family rides, wobbly first pedals, and sunny afternoons. And now, it becomes part of a garden that continues to grow with you. Here's an idea that's not only clever but carries a whole lot of heart with it, the crib rail fence. Now, if you've raised children or grandchildren, you probably know exactly what I mean. That crib that once held lullabies and little feet? It might be stored in the attic or tucked away in the garage. Instead of letting it gather dust, why not give it a new life in your garden? The sides of a crib, the rails, are already shaped like beautiful little picket fences. They're lightweight, sturdy, and best of all, they're filled with memories. Just remove the side panels and stand them upright along the edge of your flower beds or walkway. You can even lean them against a wall or use short garden stakes to secure them in place. Give them a quick coat of paint. Maybe a soft ivory, a pastel blue, or even a bright sunflower yellow. Or keep the wood grain showing for that naturally weathered farmhouse look. Want to add some personality? Use stencils or freehand lettering to write garden quotes right across the slats. Simple words like, bloom where you're planted, love grows here, or welcome to my little paradise, add a personal, uplifting touch. And here's a bonus, crib rails are perfect for hanging little extras. Drape a small string of solar fairy lights across the top. Or better yet, hang a wind chime, a little birdhouse, or even tiny hanging planters from the bars. The open slats make it easy to get creative without tools or hassle. Be honest, do you still have a crib stored away somewhere? Maybe from your kids or even your grandkids. And if you turned it into a fence, what would your garden quote say? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your ideas. This project is more than just a garden hack. It's a quiet way of honoring the past and letting those memories continue to grow right alongside your marigolds and mint. Let's turn our attention now to something simple, elegant, and full of creative potential, the window frame fence. Old windows, they have a kind of magic about them, don't they? They frame the world, invite in the sunlight, and carry a bit of mystery from the rooms they once belonged to. Instead of letting them sit unused in storage or go to waste, why not give them new life as part of your garden? Just line them up, empty frames, no glass needed, along a low garden wall, a walkway, or the edge of your patio. Paint them in soft pastel shades, lavender, mint green, or light yellow, or leave the wood slightly weathered for that timeless cottage charm. The open spaces become a canvas. Hang tiny metal planters inside the frames with chains or hooks. Fill them with herbs, or let small succulents peek through. You can even stretch clear plastic over the frames and press dried flowers between, turning each panel into a living, breathing art piece. Every window tells a different story, and in your garden, they don't just let light in, they let creativity out. And the best part? They're lightweight, easy to move, and perfect for smaller gardens or renters who want style without permanence. Now, this next idea might just make you smile, because it's all about giving new life to those old dining chairs. You know, the ones with wobbly legs, broken seats, or missing screws that you meant to fix but never quite got around to. Don't throw them away. Liberate them. Remove the backs of those chairs, give them a little sanding, and line them up in a row along the edge of your garden. You'll be amazed how much they look like whimsical picket fences, only with way more personality. You can paint each one a different color, bright reds, sunny yellows, sky blues, or go for a single color theme like calming whites or coastal blues for a more unified look. Either way, it's like a little art gallery right in your flower bed. And if you're feeling especially crafty, add hand-painted flowers, names, or messages on each back. They become garden guardians, storytellers, and conversation starters all at once. Now here's a fun one. If you were making a chair back fence, would you go all colorful and eclectic, or stick to one elegant theme like blue tones? Drop your pick in the comments. I'd love to see which team you're on. Who knew broken chairs could stand so tall in your garden? Let's talk about shutters. Yes, those charming wooden window shutters that once protected homes from rain and sun, now gathering dust in garages or sitting in antique shops waiting to be discovered again. They're lightweight, easy to move, and incredibly versatile. And when you hinge a few together, they transform into one of the easiest foldable fences you'll ever make. No nails, no digging, no huffing or puffing required, just a few hinges and a little imagination. You can line them up straight or fold them accordion style, placing them behind your flower bed or along a patio wall for privacy and color. Paint them white for a crisp, coastal feel, or choose soft pastels like sage, lavender, or powder blue for a vintage garden look. And the slats? Oh, they're perfect for letting light peek through, for vines to curl around, or even for hanging lightweight baskets or small decorative signs. I've even seen people clip up pressed flower frames or hang miniature watering cans filled with dried lavender. It's like turning a blank canvas into a living piece of art, one shutter at a time. And if you're someone who loves flexibility, this is the dream. You can move the shutters around anytime, fold them flat for storage, or tuck them away for winter, no hassle at all. Now let's spice things up. Literally. If you've got a few old tin cans lying around, from soup, tomatoes, or beans, don't toss them. You're holding the key to your next garden fence idea, the tin can totem fence. It's simple. It's cheerful. And it's so much fun to create. Just take those tin cans, the bigger, the better, clean them out, paint them in bright or earthy tones, and stack them vertically by sliding them down a sturdy rod or rebar stake pushed into the soil. Each can becomes a little container, and together they form a fence that doubles as a vertical herb garden. You can grow just about anything in them: rosemary, parsley, mint, oregano, even small strawberries. And with each can a different color, the whole setup looks like a tower of joy right there in your garden corner. Even better? Label each can with handwritten tags or chalkboard stickers so you know what's growing where. Add a few pebbles to the bottom for drainage and you're all set. This idea works beautifully for folks with limited space. Small patios, balconies, or narrow garden strips can suddenly bloom with flavor and color. Now I've got a fun question for you. If you built a tin can garden fence, which herb would you plant first? I think I'd start with mint. It smells wonderful and goes great in tea. What about you? Tell me in the comments. Who knew a few cans and a splash of color could add so much charm, flavor, and joy to your outdoor space? Here's one that's especially near and dear to my heart, the ladder planter fence. If you've got an old wooden ladder tucked away somewhere, maybe one that's seen its last repair project or just feels a little too wobbly for climbing, don't toss it out. Instead, flip it on its side and give it a second chance, not as a tool, but as a frame for beauty. Mounted horizontally along a fence line, porch railing, or even leaned against a wall, your ladder instantly becomes a stylish, space-saving planter fence. Each rung becomes a shelf, a perfect little stage for potted herbs, trailing succulents, or solar lights that glow warmly at dusk. And if bending or lifting is a challenge these days, this setup is just right. No need to crouch or dig. Everything's within arm's reach, simple and accessible. You can paint the ladder to match your garden's theme, perhaps a bold red for a pop of color, or a calming sage green that blends in with the plants. Or just sand it lightly and leave it with its original rustic charm. That aged wood tells a story, and when it's surrounded by living things, it feels like it's come full circle. Want to take it up a notch? Wrap some solar fairy lights around the frame. When evening comes, your ladder fence will twinkle softly like a gentle reminder that creativity never gets old. Now let's talk about something equally clever, the bookshelf divider fence. This one's perfect if you're working with a small garden space, a patio, or even a balcony. That old bookshelf you've got in the garage? The one collecting spider webs or filled with mystery novels from the 80s. With a little TLC, it becomes a stunning garden divider. And yes, it can double as a fence, a display, and a tiny vertical garden all in one. Just clean it, seal it with a weatherproof paint or outdoor varnish, and set it up wherever you need a bit of separation or charm. Line the shelves with terracotta pots filled with pansies, basil, or cheerful daisies. Add a couple of lanterns, a decorative birdhouse, or even your favorite garden gloves hanging off the edge. It's not just a fence, it's a personal showcase. A way to organize your space while showing off the things that make you smile. And it's totally mobile. You can rearrange it as the seasons change or tuck it away if needed. For renters or seniors who love to rearrange and refresh their spaces, it's the perfect little fence that doesn't need a hammer or a nail. Who knew something as simple as a ladder or bookshelf could add so much life and personality to a space? It just goes to show, the things we already have often hold the most creative potential. Now here's a creative fence idea that's perfect if you like flexibility, or if you're renting and can't dig up the yard. It's the paint bucket post fence. You know those old paint buckets we all seem to have stacked in a corner somewhere? Whether they're metal or plastic, they can easily be transformed into the base of a portable fence. All you need is a little weight to stabilize them, think rocks, bricks, or a quick mix of cement, and you've got a sturdy anchor that won't budge in the wind. Once your buckets are filled, simply insert wooden planks or long stakes between them. Space them however you like, wide apart for a decorative divider or closer together for a little privacy. You can even use reclaimed wood from an old deck, leftover trim, or scrap lumber. The best part? You can paint the buckets in fun colors, cheerful yellows, soft pastels, or earthy greens to match your garden's personality. You might even decorate them with stencils or floral decals to add a little artistic flair. And since they're not permanent, you can move your fence around with the seasons, create temporary borders for special gatherings, or reconfigure your space whenever inspiration strikes. No digging, no mess, just smart, simple design. This is especially useful for senior renters, small patios, or mobile garden setups where flexibility is key. Now, if you thought that was creative, just wait until you see what you can do with broken window blinds. We've all had them, those old plastic or vinyl blinds that get tangled, warped, or just fall out of style. But instead of throwing them away, you can give them a whole new purpose as a woven garden fence. It's as easy as this. Take the long strips from the blinds and weave them back and forth between upright stakes in your garden. The result? A lightweight, flexible, and surprisingly strong fence that looks like a modern woven basket. It's a fantastic option for adding a little privacy, creating a windbreak for your plants, or even just adding visual interest to a plain,